watching 48 FastCast.
Welcome in, y'all. Time right now, 7:01. That sunrise looking beautiful this morning. A nice mild start today. The rest of the day warming up and looking good as well.
Yeah, an amazing week that we've had so far weather-wise. Thankfully, it seems like it'll stay like that tomorrow morning for the Liz Hurley Ribbon Run.
Yeah, it's been a great week of October weather, and tomorrow morning temperatures for the Ribbon Run will be starting off in the low to mid 60s. A little breezy, a little more humidity through the day on Saturday, but Saturday definitely the better of the two weekend days. Sunday, now a 48 first alert weather day, and what we're tracking is a line of potentially strong to severe storms coming in, developing late Saturday night as early as 10 p.m. for you in northwest Alabama, moving from west to east. And our biggest concern here will be isolated damaging straight line wind gusts, heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning, maybe some small hail, and there is the potential of also seeing some brief spin up tornadoes. Severe weather threat will wrap up as the storms track off to the east around 7 o'clock Sunday morning. We'll have some wraparound showers, some drizzle, and Sunday just kind of a miserable day with some strong winds out of the northwest. Here's another look at that storm timeline. Biggest concern, though, will be the heavy rain and wind threat. Here is that front that will continue to track east as we go through the day today, bringing us the storms by Saturday evening.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
A traffic update here for you on this Friday morning. Overall, looking pretty good. There's not really a lot of cars on the road right now. It looks pretty good on 565, 72, no problems there. Driving from Athens to Decatur, you look pretty good. But we do have our first accident. It's on 72, and this is going to be right in the Shields Drive area. This is our Shields Road area right off 72 at the intersection there. That'll slow you both east and westbound down. So if you're coming in from Woodville or Gurley, may add a few more minutes to this graphic here. May take you a little bit more than 20 minutes here this morning. Jonathan?
All right, thanks, Jeff. Well, a missing man has now been found dead, and there are many questions surrounding the discovery of his body found in the woods off of Madison Boulevard. Prior to his body being found, Xavier Chambers was last seen on October 10th after he left his sister's home to walk two dogs. Later that day, police received a call about a naked man along the road, which prompted a search. Huntsville police spent all week looking for Chambers, who was here visiting from Texas. They used drones and canine search teams in the area south of Madison Boulevard near Glen Hearn. That search led police to a dead body, later identified as Chambers.
We knew that the longer this would go on, the harder it would be to keep it a priority. So we wanted closure, and we got closure.
And police say there are no signs of foul play in Chambers' death. They're still waiting for the coroner's report.
A Falkville man now knows how long he'll spend behind bars after pleading guilty to sexually abusing a child. Court records show 50-year-old Brandon Miller pleaded guilty to having sexual contact with the victim when she was just 9 years old. According to our news partners at the Decatur Daily, the victim suffered abuse every week for more than 7 years. This week, Miller was sentenced to 10 years in prison after entering his plea several weeks ago.
A third suspect connected to the mass shooting in Montgomery was arrested yesterday. Montgomery police say Javoric Whiting is charged with attempted murder. October 4th's mass shooting claimed the lives of 2 people and injured 12. 3 victims are still in the hospital. Well, President Donald Trump's family and an Alabama U.S. Senator are going to be at Auburn University to headline a Turning Point USA event. Eric and Laura Trump will be joined by Senator Tommy Tuberville while making a stop at the school for the This is the Turning Point tour. Political commentator Benny Johnson will also be there. The event will kick off November 5th at 6:30 p.m. Erica Kirk and Vice President J.D. Vance will also be making a stop on the tour on October 29th.
A new report shows that Alabama still ranks as one of the worst states for obesity in the U.S. A CDC report released yesterday showed that Alabama is one of 19 states with an obesity rate of over 35%. Nearly 39% of adults in the state classified as obese. However, the number of states with high obesity rates across the nation has dropped for the first time in more than a decade. Medical experts link this to new weight loss medications and better access to nutrition programs.
We often think about calories and consuming too many calories or not moving enough. But it's really also important to be thinking about having access to healthy foods.
However, doctors say those numbers may rise again due to federal funding cuts and the loss of CDC programs focused on food insecurity.
Well, we're only one day away from the Liz Hurley Ribbon Run that supports breast cancer awareness. And we'll hear from one survivor who tells us why awareness is so important when we come back.
In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are sharing the stories of women who are still fighting despite their diagnosis. One of those women is Susan Alexander. She started a support group, which is the first of its kind in Alabama and based out of Decatur. Alexander says the group focuses on helping those diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer.
They have everything from anger, grief, anxiety. We just try to talk them through because we're all going through the same experience and try to give them some hope and give them tips or resources to help with them. And that's what the support group is for all of us because we're all going through that.
Now, if you or someone you know would like to join, we'll have that information on our website, WAFF.com.
Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Well, good morning once again, everyone. Temperatures today will hit the low to mid 80s, but we've got that strong fall cold front coming in, and that's going to bring beneficial rain, but also the potential of seeing some strong to maybe even severe storms. But 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain Saturday night through about midday on Sunday. For the day today, look at the increasing cloud cover showing up here on future satellite. High temps in the low to mid 80s, feeling a bit more humid, and it should be a warm evening for those high school football games. Temperatures right now still have 60 there in Russellville. Everyone else mid to upper 50s, a touch cooler there in Pulaski. Speaking of football, 48 Blitz, Carl and Kaylee are ready to go along with the rest of the team. Temperatures at kickoff for this late in the season, starting off in the low to mid 70s. That is very warm, and tomorrow morning will be mild for the Liz Hurley Ribbon Run. Morning temps in the low to mid 60s. Wind picking up through the day on Saturday, still hitting a high of 84. We're tracking the potential for isolated damaging wind gusts coming in. Heavy rain, lightning, some small hail, and there is a low tornado threat as we go into the overnight hours Saturday into Sunday. So plenty of updates on that First Alert weather day coming up.
All right, excellent. Well, it looks like things are going to be great for tomorrow for the Liz Hurley Ribbon Run. Still time to sign up for that today if you need to in person. But until next time, have a great one.